All right, welcome to West Point Park Gymnasium on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here for a basketball contest between your Point University Skyhawks and the Brenau Tigers. Last time these teams faced each other was on January 11th, 2023. The Point won 71-64. Last time Brenau defeated Point University was January 2nd, 2018 with the final score of 58-57. Brian, 5-14 overall and 4-14 overall in AAC play. Skyhawks 14-7 overall and 12-5 in AAC play. Last time out for Skyhawks, tough loss to Brian, the final score of 82-61. And now I'm joined by my co-host here, Deshaun Bullock. Deshaun, how you feeling today on this Saturday afternoon?
It's been a good Saturday so far. I mean, shout out to our swim team who had their swim meet in Valley, Alabama. We live streamed that earlier, but it's been a good day so far. I mean, now we get to have some Saturday basketball, afternoon basketball, not too early, not too late. I mean, Skyhawks looking to get to bounce back after that last loss against Bryan College, but they do go against a team that they did beat before. But like we've always said, it doesn't matter what happened before, it's about how you do now. So what can we expect for Point University? We saw them last time. They played against Bryan. Started off a bit slow, started picking it up, but then couldn't pick up the pieces.
Definitely started to pull away late from the Skyhawks, so we can see if they bounce back. For the Tigers, starting lineups: number 1, Taylor Williams, a sophomore from McDonough, Georgia. Number 5, Hannah Cannon, a junior from Clayton, Georgia. Number 12, their leading scorer, Anna Gliada, a freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Number 15, Kayla Stafford, a sophomore from McDonough, Georgia. And number 21, Talea Williams, a senior guard from Macon, Georgia.
And for our starting lineup for the Skyhawks, as the Skyhawks won the tip, we have Matea Boyd, Jr. from Waycross, Georgia. Number 13, Mario Cannon, Jr. from Madison, Mississippi. Number 15, Cleo Warriors, Junior forward from Hinesville, Georgia. Number 22, Jasmine Griggs, senior guard from Niceville, Florida. And number 32, Marta Jimenez, your grad senior. It isn't easy. Like we've talked about it plenty of times before. It doesn't matter about the record. It's how you played that day.
Most definitely. Man, there's definitely been a theme here of late for both Skyhawk teams, men and the women's. Don't matter about the record. It just matters who comes up to play that day.
Absolutely.
As Griggs takes the drive and layup, and it misses. The ball will stay with the Skyhawks. But, yeah, you know, some teams with some not so good overall records on paper have come in and give the Skyhawks some trouble recently. Brenau, definitely one of them. Union was another one.
Yeah.
That game was pretty tight and scrappy. Another one was also, as she is stuck, and it's called for a travel there.
I will talk about she has some nice shoes on. I like the color of the shoes that she has. I need those myself.
Cool shoes, definitely cool.
I don't think our producer like those shoes. She always have a different pair every time she come in. I'm trying to have my shoe game like that. But as the Skyhawks will inbound, clear.
It looked like she was going for a pass. I don't think she was going for a layup. All right now, about a minute and a half in and no bucket yet.
Hey, it's one of those
Brenau
days.
hasn't even had as Martin Jimenez takes a 3. It's off the back iron.
And that's a sweet spot right there. Usually those will fall. We saw a few of those fall in that spot against Bryan College a few days ago.
Early in the game, you know, still got to get a feel for it.
Valid. So it's Cannon now. So I want to go ahead and just emphasize right now, we got 2 cannons on the court because you have Hannah Cannon for Brenau as the last shot was made by Anna Gliada. So Brenau breaks that. But you have Muriel Cannon on the Skyhawks and you have Hannah Cannon on Brenau. So I just wanted to mention that for all the people who's listening right now. But Skyhawks have the ball. Marta Jimenez will let the drive. That one too much on that. Brenau will get that rebound. That is rebounded by number 21, Talia Williams. And that one is going to be called a travel. So far we're seeing a few empty possessions for Point University. I mean, we saw a little bit of a slow start last game against was missed.
And, you know, that is a little bit of her shot.
Yeah.
So, you know, not really mad at the shot selection, but, you know, just take what they give you. You don't really force anything.
It's going to come to you regardless.
Yeah, it's going to come to you regardless. And, you know, stay true to what you do best. Don't try to become somebody else that you're not. Just stay true to who you are. And that is a team who wins defensively more often than not, and they create fast break opportunities on the opposite end for the offense, and a team that really sets their shooters up in spaces.
That's well said by good old Roman Jones. So now we'll see Gliata, who's going to drive going right. She'll now give it. Williams will take that three. That three is missed. So we'll see the rebound by the Skyhawks. Mario Cannon came down with that one. So Marta Jimenez will slow this tempo down.
2-0 here. 6.5 minutes to go. As Gliata is on
It'll come.
Jimenez.
Should not give it to Cannon.
Cannon has it in the low post. Tries to up and over it, and a lot of errant shots here by the Skyhawks to start the game.
Right now they just can't get the lid off, as now we're at 6 minutes and 12 seconds left. As now
taken by Stafford.
So Stafford missed that one. Cannon now has the ball. She'll look to push the tempo going right with it. And she'll look to bring it back out. She'll actually give it in the post to Warriors. Warriors now will go with the up and under. That one is going to be called a travel.
Saw that one.
It's really important to stay on that pivot.
It's really important, you know, with Shay Owens being out, to make those minutes count if you are Cleo.
So something we talked about, me and Tyreek Robinson talked about, and something me and you talked about as well, is that with having Shay Owens out, you kind of lose a little bit of identity as far as on the defensive end, because Shay can guard from the 1 to the 5. Cleo Warriors is a great defender. She's more of that rim protector. As Jasmine Griggs gets the Skyhawks that first point under 6. Now your score is 2-all.
Yeah, it kind of limits the defensive rotation when you have someone who's like stuck in their place. And not to say that she's just a bad defender, but Cleo's better at guarding the 4 and the 5, as opposed to Shay. She's better at guarding 1 through 5.
Absolutely.
We've seen that time and time again. Shay has been switched on to smaller guards, and she's been able to guard people last year. Even this year, she's able to guard 1 through 5. So, you know, there's no knock on Cleo, but it's just certain people have certain abilities.
Great.
Cleo's very dominant in the paint. It gets 5s and 4s. You know, one's come in with a layup. It's probably going to get blocked if it's Cleo. But
it's more of like a versatile thing with Cleo and Shay. So to back up your point with Shay, you can put her anywhere, and that's sometimes why we've seen lineups with Shay and Cleo on the court at the same time. Cleo is more of your rim protector.
Right.
Like when in doubt, you can get past any defender. You get past Cleo, you're great at finishing in the rim, but it's very hard to finish on Cleo Warriors.
Right. Like you got you a Shaq and Cleo, and then you got you like an Anthony Davis and Shay.
It's a great comparison right there.
Ain't no shame. Both great players. They just have different abilities.
Different styles, different abilities,
different
absolutely. So it's the Skyhawks out the ball. Score is 4-2 as Brenau made those last 2 free throws. She will dish it out to Griggs. Now to Boyd. Boyd will take that 3. That is missed. So now we'll see the rebound. That is by Nala Moore, who just checked in for the Golden Tigers. And she'll look to push the tempo. She'll now give it to Williams. Williams will take that shot. That shot is missed. And that's going to be a foul called on Stafford. Cleo Warriors did get that rebound. So that was great by Cleo Warriors to have her boxed out, because anytime you're going to do that, they're going to call a foul every single time. So now we'll see Jimenez, who has it, getting it past the timeline here for the Skyhawks, and she'll look to go left with it. She'll get it out to Boyd. Boyd will not get in the post to Warriors. Warriors will look to go for that patent back-to-basket layup. That one does go down. So just like you said, it just takes a bit of time for the Skyhawks to get those shots.
Coming off a rough loss, very rough. Takes a little bit of time to shake that off sometimes.
Absolutely. But the great thing about Point is they can bounce back from some losses. Matea Boyd, she's going to look to go for the fast break layup and just finish past the defense. That is made. One thing we host. That was smooth, but we don't talk about Matea Boyd's speed enough. She is one of the fastest players on this team. She can get past any defender that's on her.
Yeah, she got a quick little step, quick little burst. I mean,
Absolutely.
She picked the ball off, and the defenders were like even with her at one point, and she kind of looked over and
just left
took off.
And so now that's Cannon who has the ball. She'll look to pass it to Williams. Williams now will look to go right with
nice
a great
fake.
move by Williams.
And the foul. Oh, my God.
Can we describe that move? Like, what did you see on that move?
I saw a spin cycle. What was that, Matea?
Heck of a move by Talia Williams.
That jab step just put Boyd in the spin cycle there.
Please make sure you put that on your highlight tape. As that first free throw is made, she now has one more opportunity to line. That is Kayla Stafford. Stafford will look to take that second free throw. Second free throw is made. So now we will see the junior forward, number 32, Kate McCarter, who is checking in. She is from Blairsville, Georgia. So right now your score is 6 all under 4 minutes. Marta Jimenez does have the ball for Point University. As now she'll look to go left with the drive. She'll get to Cleo Warriors. Great flash by Cleo Warriors.
Nice cut, nice cut.
And that's something that's very underrated. Is Marta Jimenez, one, is the leading assist. She leads the conference in assists as of today. But what is not talked about enough is the chemistry that Point University has. You know how she's going to play. She's either going to drive. If you flash her to go, she's going to find you at each time.
Most definitely. She has excellent court vision. Nice pass there from Nyla Moore to Kate McCarter there. Nice feed in the low post. But Marta has excellent court vision.
Absolutely.
Got that LeBron court vision sometimes. She pulls up for three, and thought that thing was in there for a second.
It looked great off the release on that. I will say that as we see another substitution. That is number 11, Jill Pittman, sophomore guard out of Crossmore, North Carolina. And our other sub will be number 2, Ananda Hoogley, along with number 21, Chida Dunati. Ananda Hoogley had 8 points off of the bench last game, 2 3-pointers, 1 mid-range jumper. She had a great game coming off the bench. And she did everything she could. It was just one of those games where Brian, overall as a team, when you have 2 players in at the 20-point column and another player in the 15-point column,
it's kind of hard to win.
It's tough to get past that.
And you saw like toward the middle of that game, Skyhawks definitely were a little frustrated with how things were going.
Yeah.
Shots not falling. Brian just seemed to catch fire at will, and it kind of just manifested itself into a little bit of a almost blowout there for the Lions.
So as Moore takes that shot is missed. We will see the rebound by Jasmine Griggs. Jasmine Griggs now pushing the tempo. She'll give it to Boyd. Boyd gets past defense, but that one was missed. Great idea. That it was just too much on that. So now we will see Moore with the crossover.
Nice
going
crossover.
The layup. That one is
could
missed.
Not finish.
So now Jasmine Griggs has the ball. She'll now push the
there by the Tigers.
But the Skyhawks will finish that layup, so they do take the lead. Your score will be 10-8 after this timeout. We will be right back here with Point University Athletics.
It's rebounded by Hughley. Jimenez kicks to Boyd. Boyd back to Jimenez. All right, we got our video feed back up. A little bit of difficulty there.
It happens.
As the Skyhawks are running that small ball death lineup with Boyd going to the rack. Little hard foul there, huh?
But how about the strength? Matea Boyd really was shifting through that defense just now. She is a very quick and strong player.
I got nobody to thank but Brad for that one.
Shout out to Brad Potter, strength conditioning coach at Point University. A lot of people, if you're a student athlete and you don't know Brad, that means you're not in the weight room.
Yeah, most definitely is. Boyd knocks down the first one.
So majority of the people in this gym know who Brad is.
Yeah.
As both of those free throws was made.
All right, biggest lead of the game here, 4 points, as we are in the final minute of the first quarter. Moore sends herself to the line for 2. The junior out of Decula.
So that give her 2 shots at the line. The junior guard out of Decatur, Georgia. At this next dead ball, we will see another substitution. That will be number 30, Polly Simpson. Junior post player out of Gillsville, Georgia. The first free throw was missed. She'll now have an opportunity to go 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Possibly make this a 3-point game. Skyhawks are up by 4. So your score now is 12-9. You'll now see Polly Simpson, who is going to be checking in for Brenau. Ananda Hoogley will be inbounding the ball for the Skyhawks. So Jimenez now with the ball. Under a minute left in this first quarter. As she gets it past the timeline. She'll give it to Boyd. Boyd now with the jab going left. She'll give it to Nadi. Nadi will look to go right with that layup. Smooth touch on that.
Layup.
Just could not fall, but I see her going back to that for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's Talia Ward Williams tries to drive against Jimenez, goes up and under.
It's a great move. So now shot clock is turned off. We are now at 20 seconds left into this first quarter. We'll probably see one shot left here as Marta Jimenez has it. As she'll look to possibly go off this screen here from Hoogley. She'll go left with it. She'll give it to Boyd. Boyd with the jab, going with the crossover, going left. She'll spin. She'll give it out to the referee.
Hey, I was getting ready to, like,
yeah, I was
punch
ready.
it back. Maybe one hand, you know.
Man, I would have probably tried my Odell style. As now Pittman just dribbles it out, so that will be the end of the first quarter. Skyhawks are up by 1.
Very slow first quarter there from the Skyhawks. Maybe that's what you want if you're the Tigers. Kind of limit that offense there. They're just very, very, very slow. Only 6. Well, a couple free throws were made there, so only a few buckets were made really by the Skyhawks and by Brenau respectively. Look for both teams to kind of, and it wasn't really like great defense was being played. It was just like
a
lack of shots being made.
The lid just wasn't coming off that rim for a little bit. It was just one of those quarters where sometimes you can start off really hot, and then some quarters you're not gonna have that. You're not gonna have it. But what you don't do is you don't go away from what's been working for you. That's the only thing you don't do.
Definitely not. And yeah, you definitely got to keep to what works if you're the Skyhawks, and if you're Brenau, keep trying to hold this offense to a limited amount of baskets. So surely here we'll get ready for the second quarter, and I think Brenau will start off with the ball.
And so now the group that we will have for the Skyhawks, we will have number 32, Marta Jimenez, Cleo Warriors, Mario Canyon, Ananda Hoogley, and Chinadu Nadi. For Brenau, you have Jill Pittman, you have Nyla Moore, you have Talia Williams. You also have number 30, Polly Simpson, and you also have, can't see who that is in the left corner. Roman, can you see who that is?
That would be
number 23, yes.
Catherine Forey.
All right, so now Brenau has it as she tried to look for Talia Williams on that cut. Great idea, just a little bit too much on the bounce.
Yeah, a little bit too much, you know. Whether it's timing or just the strength of it all, just not as precise as you want that to be.
Now back to Warriors. Warriors will give it to Cannon. Cannon gives it to Hoogley. Hoogley will look to take that 3. That one is missed. Offensive rebound by Cleo Warriors. That one is missed. Offensive rebound by Warriors again. That one is turned over, so that will be Nyla Moore.
It's not going in the bucket today, I see.
It's not falling.
As a questionable no call there, but, you know, it does end up with the Golden Tigers still.
It's valid. Forey now gives it to Williams. Now to Moore. Moore will look for that mid-range jumper. Decided not to take it. Pittman will take that shot. That shot is missed. So Hoogley now has it. Jimenez looking to push the tempo here for the Skyhawks. She'll give it to Cannon. Cannon with the crossover, going right with it. Smooth. That one is going to be a foul drawn. So that's going to be 2 free throws at the line. Mario Cannon, your junior forward out of Madison, Mississippi, transferred from East Central Community College, one of the JUCOs in Mississippi, one of the top JUCOs in Mississippi exactly. As we'll see a quick substitution. Number 1, Taylor Williams, sophomore forward out of McDonough, Georgia.
Yeah, and you can hear the coach from the Golden Tigers telling them, you got the layup, take it. You know, it's just one of the things I said earlier is don't force anything. Take what they give you.
Absolutely.
You got the layup line, go for it. Either you get it or you might get fouled or you get 2 free throws. You never know. Best case
you
scenario,
never know if you don't take it.
You never know if you don't take it. So don't want to get in the habit of not taking things that the defense does. That the defense gives you.
Absolutely. That's just a great point though, because I mean, if your shots aren't falling, those layups can't fall if you take them.
Right.
If they don't, you just keep going. And just like you just mentioned,
just go.
Are you coaching? But that's just as you mentioned. You go for those layups. You could draw a foul, and that's just drawing right there. That's Nyla Moore now at the free throw line. as that last call was called on Cleo Warriors. You now have two opportunities to possibly tie this game up as Matea Boyd is going to check in for Cleo Warriors. You'll now see more of an all-guard lineup, and now you'll see Hannah Cannon, who's going to be checking in for Brenau. So we saw this lineup against Brian earlier on Wednesday. Now, for one, you have to put Ananda Hoogley in the post in this lineup because Shay Owens is out, and that's your next option. And Ananda Hoogley is a great
Cleo for a whole game.
Yes.
You know, she's not used to playing the whole game. She's used to splitting time with Shay Owens there. You know, without her being there.
But Ananda Hoogley is a great post player. Like one thing people don't give her credit for is her post play.
And then just look like she has a strong presence. You know, she takes the ball to the rack hard.
That's a great jumper.
Has a great jumper. So, I mean, she's a pretty physical player, as you can see. Nice pass from her.
And
great
court
right
vision.
Nice pass, just dropping it in the bucket for Boyd. But
Nyla Moore with the shifty move with the layup going with the left. That is now 15-0.
In the paint as well. I mean, you see different people for the Skyhawks in the paint. You've seen Cannon in the paint. You'll see Hughley in the paint. You've seen Boyd in the paint. Just to kind of fill that hole that Owens left as Hughley takes a three, and it is in.
One up, one down for Ananda Hoogley. Nothing but net as they take them a quick timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well with Point University Athletics.
And we are back after that timeout. Golden Tigers with the ball, down 3. As the ball is kicked to their leading scorer, Anna Gliata. Nice spin move as she takes it to the hole.
That explains why she's the leading scorer right there.
Hey, she's a freshman too now. Your leading scorer is a freshman. So
that is lovely.
That was a great nice spin move there by Gliata.
As Matea Boyd is going to go for that layup. That is blocked by Hannah Cannon. So now the Golden Tigers are running with the behind the back. Now Lamore will look to finish that layup. That layup is made.
Behind the back? Oh, my God. Nyla Moore with the behind the back.
And Brenau takes the lead off of that one. So now we will see Point University with Marta Jimenez with the ball. She'll go off the screen. Looking to find someone. She'll look to try to give it to Hoogley. She'll give it to Boyd instead. Too much space. She'll look to take that three. Woo! That is made right there.
You heard that. Nothing but net.
We talk about it all the time. You cannot leave Matea Boyd with that much space because she will shoot that 8th time. So now we'll see Williams who's going to go for that layup. That is blocked by Muriel Cannon.
All right, and it seems like both these teams are starting to take it to that next level now.
Yep.
You're starting to see a lot of plays being made from both sides, and it seems like every time I call a girls' game, man, we see some good basketball action going on.
I don't know what it is about you on the microphone, but we see some action every time you get on the call.
I've seen some spin moves. I've seen behind the back, step back 3, you name it. I didn't seen it with these girls lately, man. AAC, man, you see it all.
You see it all for sure. So now you'll see Gliata with the spin. She's going to up and under. That one is missed. Marta Jimenez with that rebound. Great move by Anna Gliata. Just couldn't finish that. Just a little short. So Marta Jimenez will look to go through that contact. That one is missed, but she does draw that, and they're going to give her 2 shots at the line.
And it's all right. I mean, you'll see those. Like I said, she's a freshman. Very young, especially compared to the rest of the team. There's only 2 freshmen on this entire team, on this entire roster.
She has room. She has a lot of room to grow.
Definitely a lot of room to grow for Gliata there. And, you see the coaching up on the sidelines.
Hey. Big shout out to Coach Stewart.
You got that lane, spin on her. You know, that's what he's trying to tell her down there when she was going to get some Jimenez in.
Spin through the lane. As that first free throw is missed. Pittman with the spin going right. She'll try to finish that layup. That is missed. Great move. She did draw the foul. She'll have 2 opportunities at the free throw line. We are seeing Brenau they are really handling that defensive pressure that Point is giving them. If you're going to play up a lot more and give them that pressure, they're just going to use a behind the back or a spin.
Coming. It's all right. Running back screen right behind you. I got to answer for that. You know.
Oh,
so you take that pressure, you send something right to the back door, or you fight pressure with pressure, and that's what Brenau's doing. They're doing it pretty well so far here in the first half.
The only trailer by 1 is Nikki Cook just checked in for Point University. Brenau did make those 2 free throws. They are down by 1. Jimenez thought about the step back. She gives it to Cannon. Looking for Cook on that. That one is tipped, but Cannon does get it back. Hughley now with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. She'll go for that take. That is blocked by Hannah Cannon. That is her second block on the evening. So now we will see Williams, who has the ball here for the Golden Tigers, and she'll hand it off to Pittman. Pittman will finish that, but that is going to be blocked and called a foul.
Because Cannon did not jump straight up, because she went into her and
they
going
for
the block, they got to call it.
They got to call that.
But if Cannon went straight up and got the block, it'd be a different story. I'd be on her side. But
yeah,
she did kind of go into her with the block. This is sending Brenau to the line for
1 up, 1 down. She now has 1 more opportunity at the line to possibly take the lead again for Brenau. We're seeing a lot of ties and a lot of lead changes in this game so far. And she takes that free throw. Now Brenau will take the lead again. 23-22 is your score. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left into this first half. So Jimenez has it for the Skyhawks as she'll look to hand it off to Cannon. Cannon now gives it to Hughley. Hughley looking to find a cutter. She'll give it to Cook instead. Cook.
I didn't even notice that. We got some early playing time for Dominique Cook here.
Yes, and she will finish on that layup.
As I speak the name, she makes a play. Great play.
Cook is ready to play today. As now Sigliata, she'll look to go right with the spin. That spin is so quick.
What did I just tell you? The coach literally just told her, if you just spin off her. If she gonna keep jumping one side, spin off her.
Oh my!
And you can see Gliata. She favors a hand. You can see it with a dribble. Sometimes
she'll favor right, but she can go left.
She can go left. She'll favor the right hand, but she can go left. And a nice spin move by Gliata to get to the
foul line. That was a great move. Throws. So can possibly take the lead pending on these free throws, and she'll take this first free throw. First free throw is made, nothing but net. She has 1 more opportunity to actually possibly put them in the lead now.
Something to notice here. Tigers are in the bonus. They've gotten a lot of free throws so far, but now they're in the bonus because the Skyhawks are at 14 fouls. She knocks down both. This will put Nyla Moore back in the game for Gliata.
So Nyla Moore is another great ball handler that has came off the bench. And you saw that behind the back layup she had.
Hey, if it's me, I'm keeping both on me.
I would love to run that lineup.
Especially this in the closing moments of the second quarter, but got to keep her fresh. Got to keep her for the whole game, and I'm pretty sure.
But stay tuned. We could see that lineup. But stay tuned. We could see that those two in the backcourt later in the game as Hughley goes for that layup. That is an and one by the Skyhawks.
And one. And Hughley in the paint, like we talked about earlier.
She's very strong in the paint. Great body control, and that just the way to finish that layup. She now has 5 points. Could possibly go for 6 pending this free throws. They now take the lead again. Can possibly make this a 2-point game. As a nod to Hughley. Takes this free throw here. That free throw is made. 27-25 is your score. 4.5 minutes left into this first half. So now Lamore's pushing the tempo. She's going to go for that layup and just go for that take. That one is missed. Brenau does get the offensive rebound.
It's taken there by Taylor.
Yes.
But she goes for the drive. Spins off there for a little bit. Gives it to Moore. Takes the jumper. Just a little strong.
Great shot, though. I'm starting to realize she does like that high post mid-range shot. As Marta Jimenez with that crossover, she'll now find Muriel Cannon on the back door, but could not finish on that. Lost a handle on that.
For 3, Nyla Moore, and it is in. And you're the Golden Tigers saying boom.
That's the right reaction for that.
Boom is right.
Onomatopoeia.
But that last turnover there, it would have been a turnover regardless. Because had Cannon held onto the ball, it probably would have been travel there because
she did take some extra steps. So,
but now the Golden Tigers with 1 point lead, 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Another lead change in the second quarter. I mean, first quarter.
Track that stat?
I think we should track that stats. Mateo Boyd takes that three. That three was missed.
We should definitely track that stat.
I mean, you look at the first quarter, we didn't see as good of shooting in the first quarter, but this second quarter, we're seeing a lot of action.
Oh, most definitely.
As Pittman takes that three was missed. Mateo Boyd does get that rebound for the Skyhawks.
Little bit of mustard there on that three from Pittman. Otherwise, it might have been in.
Yeah, too much on that. As Mateo Boyd will finish that layup, that one is missed. So now we'll see Nala Moore, who has the ball here. She'll look to try to push the tempo here for the Golden Tigers. Williams will take that three. That one is missed. Mateo Boyd with that rebound for the Skyhawks now. And she'll get it past the timeline. Possibly might slow the tempo down. Hoogley will take that three. That one is missed as well. So that's going to be a foul called on Mateo Boyd. We will have two substitutions coming in.
And they should send Taylor Williams to the line for a 1-1, if I believe.
You are absolutely right on that.
All right, so now we have Michaela Cope, a senior guard from Douglasville, and number 20, Taylor Green, the junior guard from Buena Vista, Georgia, for the Golden Tigers. And for your Skyhawks, number 22, Jasmine Griggs in the game. As we see Anna Gliata on cue to enter the game for the Golden Tigers. Taylor Williams at the line. So this is the first.
So she has a potential to possibly go 1 for 2 here and make it a 2-point game, pending this next free throw.
Nala Moore off the bench, already in double figures here.
Man, she's had a game.
She has had a game.
It's only the first half. As Gliata now checks in. So now, we've talked about it.
I got both of them in the game.
You got Gliata and Nala Moore in the game. I'm interested to see how this will go.
Something else I'm starting to see, the tempo push. Brenau's going faster than point is.
And that's rare.
In this game.
It's rare to see a team go faster than point.
As Nala Moore forces the ball out against Cannon. And the ball is poked out.
Great defense by Nala Moore.
As Gliata forces a jump ball there. The ball stays with the Skyhawks. Put Jimenez on the inbound. Gives it to Cannon. Cannon against Moore. As Moore continues to give Cannon troubles. That's foul on Cannon. This will send Michaela Cope to the line.
We got to like how Nala Moore is playing. I mean, Mario Cannon has 1 point so far. And Mario Cannon is another go-to scorer that the Skyhawks do depend on. But Nala Moore is doing a great job on defending her so far in this game. We have to give her props. We're giving her props on offense, trust me. But we got to give her props on defense. She has had a great first half so far.
Most definitely.
As a two-way player.
Definitely pleased with that half for Nala Moore if you're the coach for the Golden Tigers. Like I said, leading scorer, definitely giving some of the Skyhawks offensive players some troubles on the defensive end.
So as that first free throw was missed by Cope. Cope now has one more free throw here at the line. She'll take that second free throw. That one is missed as well. Nikki Cook
nice
with the rebound.
By Cook.
So now Cook.
Nikki Cook brings the ball down and hands it to Hughley. Hughley back to Cook.
Nadi now gives it to Cook. And now to Griggs. Nadi on the cut. Should now be in the post. As another great defensive possession by Moore. She is not a person to be played within the post. And she'll look to try to finish that layup. That one is missed. So the Skyhawks get that rebound. Nadi pushing the tempo here for the Skyhawks. No one is on her. She would just look to finish with the floater. That one is missed.
High arc floater off the glass. Looking for that backboard and in, but it didn't work as Gliata taking it to the other side. Maybe trying to draw a foul there.
It's a great take. It's a great take.
Good take. Definitely good take.
If I'm her, I'll go back to that. But the Skyhawks now have the ball here as she will slow the tempo down. That is Marta Jimenez. Jimenez looking to go off the screen. She'll look to go left if it is through that contact. That is going to be a foul call, but it will stay on the floor. So Point will keep possession and will be looking to inbound.
And this will now put the Skyhawks in the bonus as the Golden Tigers have crossed over into the 4 foul range. Both teams down the bonus with 1:17 to go in the half. You want to be careful here if you're the Golden Tigers.
As Jimenez missed that
goes
three.
off the sideline.
So now you'll see Cannon with the
Cannon
ball.
brings the ball down.
Now Cope. Cope going with the crossover, trying to find Gliada. Gliada will look to take that three. That three is missed. Great shot.
That looked like a good three there.
That was a great shot selection. You cannot hate on that.
Gliada
forces the steal. This freshman here of Anna Gliada is a very tough player. I will definitely say she is one of the toughest players on this team, honestly. Her and Nala Moore, two players right now. You got to look at what the impact that they've brought in this first half so far. Look at Nala Moore, 10 points, and she's played a significant role on defense. You look at Gliada, a lot of great moves, and you look at the takes that she had. Some of them that haven't went in, she's going to keep going back to it. And she now goes for these free throws because they're in the bonus.
Yep.
So that first free throw rattles in and out, but
it's kind of frustrating if you're the Golden Tigers because you were perfect at first, but now you missed one and made one, and now you're starting to miss more free throws as the game goes on longer. But the Golden Tigers are now up 3, 45 seconds to go.
So that second free throw was made, but if I'm Coach Stewart of Brenau, if I'm going into halftime, as Nikki Cook with that great pump fake, she'll let to go with that layup. That layup is missed.
Ooh, nice fake by Nikki. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Not mad at all.
If I'm Coach Stewart, though, I say you got to keep drawing these fouls. You got to keep doing what's working for you. The free throws eventually will fall. You got to go with what's working. It's not too much that's not working for Brenau.
Most definitely.
As Cope will look to go for that layup. That is an and one by Michaela Cope, senior guard out of Douglasville, Georgia. She now has one more opportunity at the line.
You know, they were saying one shot.
Yeah.
In my head, I was like, go for it. They get like you have the lane. You got to go for it.
I was thinking, I see what you see. I got to do that.
I mean, I got the lane. I got to go for it. I know you want one shot this late in the half, trying to.
You got like the hezzy she took, too.
Yeah.
That's what made me think, you got to go for it.
Yeah,
you just went for one hezzy. She went for a second.
There was a void between three players, and, great take there by Cope.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Nah. It's and one here as the Golden Tigers look to go up 6. And it is out. 10 seconds left to go in half. As Griggs looks to take the layup. And no. All right. So that is the half. The Golden Tigers are up 5, holding the Skyhawks to about 13 points a quarter here. Very shocking here as the Skyhawks lacking a lot of offensive firepower here in the first half going against the Golden Tigers. First quarter is very slow for both teams. Second quarter was much fast-paced from both teams and both perspectives. Golden Tigers end up on top by 5. Nyla Moore, 10 points off the bench. Look to see more explosiveness from her and probably from Anna Gliada as well. And from the Skyhawks, definitely looking to get Matea Boyd involved later in the game, as well as maybe Mario Cannon looking to bounce back and Marta Jimenez. Definitely a second half I'm looking forward to, and we will see you after this break. Second one. All right. All right. We're about 2 minutes left to go here in the halftime interlude between your Skyhawks and your Golden Tigers. Go ahead. All right. So as you see here on the stats right here, field goals, your Skyhawks shooting 27.8% from the field. Golden Tigers 28% from the field. Three-pointers, 1 of 9 for the Golden Tigers, which puts them at 11.1%. For the Skyhawks, 2 of 11. Not a lot of good shooting going on here from the floor for both teams. You can see the score is kind of low. However, the Golden Tigers are up 5. Free throws, both teams are shooting the same percentage at 71.4%. Both teams have 4 turnovers. Pretty close in total rebounds as well as individual stats. The leader for all scoring right now is actually Nyla Moore, coming off the bench for the Golden Tigers at 10 points. And then behind her is Anna Gliata at 7 points. And then for your Skyhawks, 9 points for Matea Boyd and 6 for Ananda Hughley. If you're the Skyhawks, you really want to see the defense improve. A lot of frustration, I imagine, for the Skyhawks with that first half performance. It's not like they played bad from a defensive perspective. It's really more so offensive struggles that you saw for the Skyhawks. However, I'm looking forward to them rectifying that. This play stifling defense, we play tough defense, we force turnovers, we play fast, and we just beat them up. We beat them up and we beat them up with our speed. If you're the Tigers, you want to keep that momentum going. If you're the Golden Tigers, you want to continue to frustrate the Skyhawk offense with your defense, continue to make crafty plays and get those and ones. And as we wind down here in the last 10 seconds of the halftime period, the Golden Tigers will have the ball as they are currently up 5 at the start of the third quarter.
All right, that is my man Roman Jones getting y'all back in this action from halftime. We are officially now back in the third quarter. Talia Williams does have the ball.
Oh, had a little shot clock malfunction there. A little shot clock malfunction there, so we have to restart the whole half.
Oh, bummer.
For your Skyhawks, you have 13 Cannon, 32 Jimenez, 11 Boyd, 22 Griggs, and 15 Warriors.
For Brenau, you have Williams. You have Williams, Cannon, Gliata, Stafford, and then you have Talia Williams. I said Williams. I was talking about Taylor. Was that Talia Williams took that shot? That shot is missed. Gliata does go for the save. Skyhawks do get the ball, so now Marta Jimenez will look to push the tempo and will slow it down to let her teammates catch back up with her. So now, Roman, what is something we can see? What do you think Point University went in to talk about at halftime as they look to try to adjust? We saw some of the percentages that we see as Matea Boyd just got the offensive rebound. What do you think Coach Woolley talked to the girls about at half?
Oh, well, as I was saying, when the time went down, if I was Coach Woolley, and as you saw, they came out, they really worked on defensive rotations and shuffles. Yeah. And that would be my emphasis for the half. They kind of got beat defensively up a little bit by some crafty. And granted, they were some pretty crafty plays by the Golden Tigers. However, get back to what we do best. We play some tough defense. We play stifling defense. We communicate on defense. And because of that, we're able to force turnovers and get fast break opportunities. And speaking of fast break opportunities, you see the Golden Tigers here.
Gliata, that's Anna Gliata.
Off the rebound and close to coast there. But if you're the Skyhawks, it has to start at the defensive end.
You have to suffocate the paint, too.
The points will come. The points will come. You have too many talented offensive superstars for you to just be that bad offensively all day.
Muriel Cannon. There she go. Good old friend of ours, Tyree Robertson, talked about her earlier, said she has one of the nicest jump shots on the team. I mean, I had an argument and said I would give it to Kyra Hart, but Muriel Cannon is right there with her. Muriel Cannon, her jump shot, when she shoots it, I think it's going in every single time.
Cannon got a pretty good jump shot.
She does.
Great, look, pretty stroke. As I was saying right there, you play tough defense, you play stifling defense, you force the turnovers. Didn't really get many turnovers, many steals there in the first half from the Skyhawks. I was really surprised by that. So you got to get back to that. You got to get back to putting that pressure on.
Get that identity.
Forcing them to make mistakes. Go back to who you are.
Yeah.
Don't be somebody else. Go back to who you are. Don't let anybody get you out of your element. And just let the cards fall where they may.
As Stafford will look to go for that layup. That is blocked by Cleo Warriors. Something we didn't say in the first half, but like I said, if you watch a broadcast like this, you'll always hear that. As Mario Cannon makes the layup. So Roman Jones again, I don't know. You're 2-0 today on just predicting everything that's going to happen. But going back to the simple game plan of what they do, beat them with speed, play great defense.
You go back to who you are. You know, just go back to who you are.
It's gonna, and everything's gonna come to you. It's gonna fall, as you mentioned. As that shot was missed, but Cannon got that offensive rebound. That was missed as well. So now the Skyhawks will get the ball. So another great defensive stop by Point University. Marta Jimenez will look to go for that layup. She gave it to Cleo Warriors instead. Now to Mateo Boyd, back to Cleo Warriors in the post. Cleo Warriors with the up and under. Loses handle of that.
As that
oh, no.
As that is called.
I think the referee's talking to him like, hey, that's actually Brenau's ball.
He got money on the game? What's going on here?
Parlay about to hit.
He need that third leg on the parlay to hit, man.
That parlay was about to hit, man. He was going for under in the third quarter.
I'm a Skyhawk now, but I gotta call this objectively now.
We have to be like when in doubt, you have to call it how you see it, and how we saw it is Cleo Warriors touched the ball last. So I'm glad that the other referee saw it like, hey, that's especially when you're the one that's closer to the line. If you call it that,
you saw that, man.
But now we'll see Nyla Moore. Great strip by Jasmine Griggs. She will force that steal. Skyhawks now at the ball, and they're running. Jasmine Griggs with the hezzy. She'll give it to Ananda Hooley. Ananda Hooley will take that shot. That shot is missed. Jasmine Griggs with the offensive rebound. She'll go for that layup. That is made.
That was so quick.
That was. I don't even know if I could do a layup like that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was the one trip, but she did not look at the goal.
That was lovely. I like that. I loved it. Skyhawks take the lead. 35-34 is your score, and they force another turnover.
As a timeout's called early by the Golden Tigers.
As the timeout is called, we will stay on air. And Roman, I want to go back to what you just said, and I want to kind of now let's go back with the callback. You just talked about what they needed to do to adjust. They're back in the lead. Do you think it's working?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's how they've
beaten teams all year. Go with who brought you to the dance. Who brought you to the dance? Defense. Tight defense. Force turnovers. Create opportunities on the offensive end. And, you know, they had a little bit of trouble doing it against Bryan, and you could see that's why early. Bryan didn't make those mistakes. They didn't allow the Skyhawks to pressure them into making bad decisions, which allowed the Skyhawks to score more points. You know, Bryan took care of the ball. They shot their shots. They made their shots. So if you're the Golden Tigers here, if you're the coach,
it has to be the same thing. Do what's been working for you. You taking it to the lane, drawing these fouls. Do what's working for you. Mateo Boyd gets that pass and gets the layup. That is made. 3-point lead is to Point University.
A little bit of a rookie mistake there by Gliada. She tried to jump and take the ball as well. And
too much anticipation.
A little bit of delayed jump gave Boyd enough time to spin off of that. Speaking of spin, as Nyla Moore is called for a travel.
That's not a travel. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That was a good step through right there. She went for the pump fake. That was like a Kobe Bryant like pivot too.
That's not a travel.
That's not a travel. That's not. I'll be honest with you. That was a great move. That's two steps. That's two steps. That was clean. It's clean.
That was not a travel.
But we're back into play. Mario Cannon does have the ball for the Skyhawks. And she's gonna back her down, going with that jump hook. That jump hook is missed. Cannon will get the rebound. We'll see Nyla Moore who has it, getting it past the timeout.
Wanna put water over the fire.
Oh my goodness! That's smooth right there. Mateo Boyd will finish that layup. That is made by the Skyhawks. 39-34 is your score.
You're starting to see what we call a bag from Nyla Moore there. She has a bag.
That's a bag for sure.
Full of moves. And you just wanted to convert on that last opportunity. But now if you're the Golden Tigers, you can't allow turnovers to creep in. You have to put water on the fire here. Get the fire out because it's starting to burn here. Starting to get burned a lot by the Skyhawks. And if you're the Skyhawks, you turn that pressure up as a nice jumper coming off the screen by Ty Williams.
But another thing that we've mentioned earlier in the year is that, honestly, Point University they start to really come alive in that second half. You might get them in the first half, but if you let them come alive in that second half, it is a different kind of team. You remember the Truett McConnell game? Point University had a first half like this. They didn't play as good. That second half, that third quarter, they turned it on.
As Brenau takes the three and it off the side iron there. But yes, the Skyhawks, they did have a little trouble going in that half. And then
Mateo Boyd is starting to light it up. That is 17 points for Mateo Boyd.
She started the half with 9.
That is a quiet 17 because
she started the half with 9.
She did start.
Made 4 buckets so far.
As that shot was missed by Cannon. But you are right. She did have 9, but 17 just like that is crazy. Because it was a quiet 17, but we saw it. But think about it. She did have those 2 fast break layups.
Yep.
And then you look at
she had the layup on had the layup over Gliada.
Absolutely,
She just scored just now. So now she's at 17.
Mateo Boyd is a quick 15-plus point player. She could get that. She's leading the team in scoring with 14.2 points per game. I mean, that's what Mateo Boyd does. And Ananda Hoogley with the strong take. That's what you get from Ananda Hoogley. Make that 8 points for her.
All right, if you're the Golden Tigers here, you need a score. Any type of score to stop the fire here.
Put the fire out.
Kill the momentum as an in and out there by Ty Williams. And the Skyhawks look to push the pace.
Yeah, she'll skip it over to Marta Jimenez.
And that is in.
There it is. There it is. We talked about it. That third quarter, it starts to fall, and it's starting to fall. That momentum, it is hard to get Point University out of that.
And now what was a 5-point lead at the half for the Golden Tigers has turned into a 10-point lead for the Skyhawks. With just
like Torrey, he knows how to get his girls just to stay composed. Okay, we saw a lot of things that didn't work for us in the first half. Just stay composed. There's no point of just saying like, "Hey, get your act together." It's a way you can do it in the most composed way. Like, look, like probably the same thing that you probably suggested. Do what works for you. Play your game. Everything's going to come to you if you just play. The quarter we're seeing right now, it's the same thing.
Right. And that's how you really want it to be. You want to have a great defense. If you have a great defense, you're going to score. You're going to have opportunities to score if you have a great defense.
Yep.
You really don't want to be in a shootout more often than not with the opposing team.
That's rough when you get it like that. So Brenau having to rush back on the court. They're going to look to inbound the ball. That's going to be Talia Williams to Moore. Point University is going to be in that press. We're going to see a steal by Mateo Boyd. Great way to rotate. Biggest thing that they always teach in the press is you got to have somebody that's going to rotate up if you're going to be in that press. As Mateo Boyd's going to go for that layup. That layup was missed. Ananda Hoogley's going to fight for that rebound. That was a loose ball.
When in doubt, you got to go for that one. I get a little bit of confusion. You thought she touched the last. You just got to go for that one.
Just grab the ball.
You got to create opportunities for your offense to score, especially when the Skyhawks are on fire like this. Like, if you're the Golden Tigers, you need to stop and score immediately as a jump ball is called.
So we will see the ball stay with the Skyhawks. Marta Jimenez is going to be inbounded. And that is Ananda Hoogley. Make that 10 points for Ananda Hoogley off the bench.
Size advantage, man. She just went straight up over Ty Williams there.
Honestly, that was the way Ananda Hoogley, she is taking on that post. She's a great post player. People do not give her credit for that. Gliada with that spin gives it to Stafford. That one is missed. We don't give Ananda Hoogley enough credit for her in the post. She can run up and down the court, and she is a very strong player. And she's taking on his role with vengeance, as that last shot was blocked by Stafford. But, yes, we got to give Ananda Hoogley her credit for sure. Give her flowers. She has become a great newcomer for this team, as we'll give Mateo Boyd a quick break. Nikki Cook's going to come back in. This might be a chance to see Ananda Hoogley get some more shine.
Most definitely.
As you see her in the post right there.
Yep, and she'll be called up for a travel there. Yeah, that was kind of clear. Great. Also threw a little bit of elbow there, so it could have been either call there.
I thought it was going to be called an offensive foul. I was like, I saw the elbow a little bit.
Threw that elbow there, but
great physicality. I love it. Keep doing what you do.
You just can't cost your team possessions, and really want to shut the door here on these Golden Tigers as a three is taken by Gliada off the front rim.
Jimenez pushing the tempo with Jasmine Griggs. Look to finish that layup. That layup is made by Jasmine Griggs. Another thing we don't give Jasmine Griggs credit for is that she can finish a layup over any defender. It does not matter how tall that defender is. So now Williams has it, looking to find somebody. She'll give it to Gliada. Gliada at the high post. She'll go with the spin. And she'll go with the turnaround jumper. That is missed.
And the foul is called on Gliada for the Tigers. And the timeout is called here by the Golden Tigers as the Skyhawks have jumped out to a 14-point lead over the Golden Tigers. And I just want to point something out here for my audience.
Right there, that's what they do. I mean, their percentages went up a lot as well. They're now shooting 38.2% from the field, shooting 25% from the three. But right now, the three, you don't have to even shoot the three right now because what's working for you is those fast breaks. As now we look in.
They've almost doubled their half total from the first half in this third quarter alone.
Another thing that I want to emphasize and I want to add real quick, the turnover ratio was 4 to 4. Yeah. Right now, Brenau has 8 turnovers now.
Yes.
Point only had 6. They only turned it over twice this quarter. But you forced 4 more turnovers, and now you're not leading with that.
Definitely. There's a quick timeout second by the Skyhawks. Hold on, we got Nuck If You Buck going on in the background.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
For now, like I said, they've been playing some great, outstanding defense in this third quarter, and that's what I really look forward to seeing in this third quarter. How would they bounce back from this onslaught that they suffered in the second quarter by Brenau? They've responded well, holding the Golden Tigers to 4 points. When you hold a team to 4 points in one quarter, that's enough in itself right there.
That shows the effort. One thing we've always said in any sport, I'm pretty sure you've heard this a lot of times. Defense, you can't coach effort, and defense does win championships. And that's what Coach Torrey Woolley, he always emphasizes. He wants to have the best defensive team in the conference every single year.
And they prove that game in, game out, year in and year out. As a three is taken there by the Golden Tigers.
You finally let the lid off.
That's what you needed there if you're the Golden Tigers.
You finally take the lid off after that timeout. Like you said, that is exactly what you need. So now, at 1:05, Skyhawks are up 50-39. Nikki Cook has the ball up top. She'll give it to Griggs. Cook with the cut. So now you'll give it to Warriors, now to Hoogley, now to Jimenez, now Griggs in the post with the pump fake. She'll go with the crossover. Great nice pass to Nikki Cook. Nikki Cook looking to finish. That one is missed.
Tough shot there by Nikki Cook.
But heck of a pass by Griggs.
Heck of a pass by Griggs. I mean, that look like a little Steve Nash there.
Yeah.
A little Magic Johnson there with the little magic there on the pass. And
it's valid, yeah. So now we're going to see the Skyhawks have it. Shot clock is turned off. 20 seconds left into this third quarter. Jasmine Griggs has the ball up top.
And Hughley was about to cut there until the coach for the Golden Tigers pointed her out.
She was ready.
She was ready to cut there.
As Griggs now going off that screen. You have 8 seconds. She'll look to go off the screen of Warriors. Looking to split the defense. She'll go for that layup. That layup is made by Jasmine Griggs.
As a 25-point outing in the third quarter by the Skyhawks while holding the Golden Tigers to 7 points. Very impressive. I mean, you get any quarter 25-7. I mean, you in line to win the game there. So
yes,
very impressive showing there by the Skyhawks. And as we approach the last quarter here, we will catch you guys after this break. All right, we are back at the start of the final quarter here for the Skyhawks and the Golden Tigers. That last third quarter, offensive onslaught, defensive clinic are the two phrases I would use to describe it. Skyhawks put up 25 points, and the Golden Tigers were only limited to 7 in that third quarter. Very nice showing there by the Skyhawks. just shows that narrative that they definitely show up in that second half.
Absolutely.
As the three is taken by Ty Williams, and it is in. Back-to-back threes hit by Ty Williams.
10-point game now.
As they cut the lead to 10 points.
So now we'll see Jimenez with it. And she'll give it to Griggs. Griggs now will bring it back out.
But if you're the Skyhawks, you're definitely pleased with that third quarter. As
absolutely.
Like tradition, they are used to showing up in that second half. Regardless of how that first half comes, you're going to get a whole lot more in that second half if you're playing the Skyhawks. As Ty Williams goes for the high arcing layup, tried to draw a foul, and it is no good.
Great idea with the take. As Jimenez will look to take that three. That one is missed.
A lot of casualties on the floor. A lot of snipers.
Woo.
Got a bunch of girls at once.
That's great hustle by both Ananda Hughley and Nikki Cook. I am glad they are okay. That collision for a second scared me. I will be honest. I was like, whoa, hold on now.
A lot of sound there. I'm glad to see both players all right. Hate to see injury this late here as Ananda Hughley goes for the layup and then misses. Nice rebound by Marta Jimenez. As we talk about that effort, those effort plays, those effort rebounds are definitely servicing the Skyhawks well. You just want to see them finish now and finish off a little resilient Golden Tigers team as a jump shot taken by Nyla Moore is airballed as Warriors is wide open in the paint and they missed her as Nikki Cook gets blocked.
Great block by Ty Williams. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. Stuffed. So now we'll see number 13, Mario Cannon, who's going to be checking back into the game for Point University. I want to add something to what you was talking about, the offensive boards. Point University has 6 offensive rebounds compared to Brenau's 3.
Man. Whew. Boy.
It's about who wants it more.
Yeah, definitely about who wants it more.
Mario Cannon's going to let to take that
fade.
shot.
That
off
fade
the
to
one
the side.
Dirk Nowitzki style with the 1 foot.
Ugh.
That was clean right
Silky
there.
Smooth jumper there by Mario Cannon.
So we see Stafford in the post. She'll look to try to go up on Cannon. On Warriors. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you have to know by now the Golden Tigers. They did it in the first half. They did it all first half. They're going to do it all second half now. Do what works for the Golden Tigers. Get to the free throw line by any means necessary. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't call that. I don't call it. But it was called. So you just got to play it how it is. And they did that all first half. They got in the
3 words after that first free throw.
No, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. But the Golden Tigers, they got in the paint. They got to the free throw line a lot in that first half. Look for them to try and do that in the second half. They tried to get there in the third quarter. Not many calls going their way. But they did cut this game down to 11. So 8 minutes to go here.
So now we'll see Warriors who has it. Back to Jimenez. Now back to Hughley. Hughley directing the offense a little bit. Gives it to Cannon. Cannon back to Hughley. Great defensive effort by Williams. Skyhawks do keep possession. 10 seconds left on your shot clock. Jimenez has it up top. And she'll take the wide open 3. That one is missed. It's another offensive rebound by the Skyhawks. Resets the shot clock. Make that 7 offensive rebounds for Point University. As Mario Cannon will take that mid-range jumper. That one rattles in and out. Great shot, just could not fall. So now we'll see Cope who has it for Brenau. And she'll go with the crossover, go with the left and the right. Now she'll give it to Stafford. Stafford. Now we'll go with that. That one is missed. Rebounded by Cannon.
Cleo is just dominating in the paint.
I will be honest. That was a high IQ play. That was actually pretty good. I like what Cleo was thinking on that one. That was actually not a bad idea. I liked it. I love it.
It would have been cool if it worked.
Yes.
It would have been cool if it worked. But now we have Moore with the ball. Their leading scorer so far tonight. Actually, no, she's currently tied with Ty Williams at 10.
Ty Williams going to take that shot there.
And
that's another shot.
The leading scorer with 13 as this game is now cut to 8 points.
That's 3 3-pointers for Ty Williams in this in the second half, just in general. I mean, you got to think about Ty Williams to start to step up and just bring it back to where it needs to be. It's a single-digit lead for Point University now. As Matea Boyd just flashes to the goal. That one is made. Make that 19 points for Matea Boyd.
If you're the Golden Tigers, but if you're the Skyhawks, you're looking to close this game out.
You have to.
And so I'm thinking Boyd, Jimenez, Khalil on the floor, and maybe
Hoogly. Even if you have Ananda Hoogly on the floor, I mean,
even Ananda on the floor. You get in to close this game out, and if you're the Golden Tigers, there's no way you're going out on the floor without Anna Gliada and without Nyla Moore and without Ty Williams on the floor. So let's see what they go here, what rotation they go with here on the floor.
Just to back up your point even more, I mean, 6 minutes, 28 seconds. That's a lot of time, but if you're Brenau, it starts now.
Yes, if you're the Golden Tigers, it starts now because not a lot of time. And
you got to be able to handle the pressure. You got to be able to just, close that momentum from Point University. Get this back into range of what you want. You had it at single digits. It's back to double digits again. Shots have to fall. You have to get those stops, and everybody has to keep moving. As Ty Williams now has the ball, try to find a cutter with Cope. She'll bring it back out.
Ty has the ball. She's going against Griggs there. She's calling for the teammate.
Pittman has the ball. Look for somebody.
The ball.
6 seconds left. Matea Boyd with another steal.
And Boyd uses that speed to go coast to coast.
That's what you get from Matea Boyd. That's a 20-piece for her now. 21-1. Right.
Is that back-to-back 20-point performances by Matea Boyd?
She had she had 12 last game.
She had 12 last game. The game before that was 20-something.
Yes.
Okay.
She scores 20 points so easy to where you think it's every single game.
Most definitely.
Like her impact is always felt.
More on the arc. He gets it to Pittman. Pittman looks for Ty Williams. Takes another three, and it is in. Ty Williams is on fire.
That's 4 3-pointers in just this half.
On fire late by Ty Williams. He cuts the lead down to 9.
Make that 16 points for Ty Williams.
16.
As now she'll give it to Hoogly in the post. Hoogly will go for the turnaround. That is an and one by Nanda Hoogly. 12 points in this game. 12 points off the bench. You've got to like how Nanda Hoogly has played, and you got to think about it. Yes, she's taking a good amount of jump shots. She's been in the post getting her points the majority of this game.
Yeah, she been getting that work in the post, and like I said, she's definitely physical enough to be in the post. Physical enough. She might not have the size that like Cleo has, or may not have the height that Shea has, but she definitely has the heart, the effort, and the toughness to be in the paint. As she misses that free throw and is rebounded by Moore. Checking in the game was Anna Gliada there for the Golden Tigers. So, hopefully as a travel, it's definitely fall there.
Switch pivots.
Yep. Pick that put up by Cope.
You can't switch pivots on that. So Skyhawks will get the ball back. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left into this game. Point is up 60-49. Hoogly inbounds it to Jimenez. Jimenez now. He gets it past the timeline. As we'll look to see some pressure from Brenau. Hoogly in the post. She'll look to go for that layup. That layup is missed. She'll get the offensive rebound.
Hoogly just a little bit too much mustard on that. Yep. Go with a little softer touch. As you see, the Golden Tigers are daring Jimenez to really shoot, not letting her easy access to go in there, as she will shoot this time, and off the front iron. Nice rebound by Boyd as a jump ball is called, and the ball will be awarded to the Skyhawks.
It's great effort by the Skyhawks there. I mean, you take those jump shots and you still crash the boards. It doesn't matter what the lead is. The fact that you still want to crash the boards show that you want to keep this lead going as long as you can, and you really want to close it out.
Most definitely, because you got Ty Williams who's on fire, and I wouldn't dare count on Anna Gliada yet or Nyla Moore from scoring on the offensive side of the ball. Cleo Warriors passes Boyd to Jimenez for 3, and it is in.
Bam! That is Marta Jimenez. That's what she does. Skyhawks are up 63-49. We now see Nyla Moore, who has the ball here for Brenau. She'll give it to Cope in the corner. Cope going left. She'll now give it to Stafford. Stafford with all the space. She'll look to take that 3. That 3 is missed. That is a rebound by Hoogly. So now we'll see Jimenez who has it.
Not mad at the shot. I mean, wide open. It was accurate as Hoogly takes a 3 of her own and airballs it. Moore with the rebound. As she's driving down the court. It kicks to Gliada for 3 off the side iron there. As Ty Williams tried to fight for the rebound, but it's won by Griggs. need to bust a move here if you're the Golden Tigers. But if you're the Skyhawks, you're going to milk this clock as long as you can.
You can milk it as long as you want, as Griggs would go for the crossover. Thought about the pass, decided to take the shot instead. It is nothing but net. That's Jasmine Griggs, ladies and gentlemen. Your senior guard.
Griggs with the smooth jumper off the fake pass. Man.
This is what you get from Jasmine Griggs anytime she is on the court. She's going to give you effort. She's going to get you those jump shots. They're going to be made. Next, I want to go ahead and do a quick preview just so you guys already know. The next time you will see this team on this court will be February 11th, which will be Senior Day.
Senior Day.
Yes.
February 11th. So that means they have a couple road contests.
Yeah, they'll have a few road contests. Reinhardt will be their next game on Tuesday.
Big time matchup against Reinhardt.
Next week, yeah, absolutely. They want to get that game back for sure. Then next weekend they'll play against Johnson on the road, and then St. Andrews right after that. As Mateo Boyd takes that shot was missed. Cleo Wars will get that offensive rebound, and she'll look to finish that layup. That one is missed. But yes, you looking ahead. You have some opportunities to really make a statement and finish strong. You're winning this game right now. You lost against Reinhardt earlier. You can possibly get that one back and really end that streak that Reinhardt has. They have not really lost many games in this conference play.
Most definitely, they were undefeated up until a point where then they kind of suffered some losses over the winter break. So they kind of been brought back down to earth, but they did beat the Skyhawks, and I'm sure the Skyhawks want to get that one back on the road,
especially on their home court too. Yes, because they did beat Point University right before Thanksgiving break, so that was a tough loss. It's a lot of injuries that Point did have, but means you know how it is. It's a next man up mentality. Right. But after today, you have 2 more home games for the Lady Skyhawks. February 11th, and then Valentine's Day against Tennessee Wesleyan. So we're getting to crunch time.
I'm sorry, I can't call the February 4th. This is my dog's birthday. I can't call it. But no, those next 2 home games definitely be, and really these next few games are.
These are all very important.
As the clock kind of ticks down there.
And that one
with Cleo Warriors.
I don't. Do you give Mateo Boyd the assist on that? I would.
Why not?
I mean,
why not? Just
I would.
Give it to her. But as the clock kind of ticks down here,
that's a steal by Kyra Hart right there. And she'll now dish it to Cleo Warriors. Cleo Warriors will finish it. That one is made. 71-49 is your score.
Nice assist.
What you saw in the first half is not what you're seeing in this second half right now.
No, definitely not. And the Skyhawks is definitely completely taking this game over from the Golden Tigers. It's starting like the Tigers are a little tired as well. Credit to Tori Woolley for definitely keeping his girls in shape. Definitely keeping them motivated throughout this whole entire game. First half was really bad. Or not really bad. First half wasn't in typical fashion of the Skyhawks. And now you're starting to see this is who we are. We're going to outlast you as they are doing for the Golden Tigers. So really good to see the Skyhawks come here live in the second half.
Big shout out, want to give a quick shout out to my man Raiden Hector, who's in the building. Fresh out of the swim meet earlier today in Valley, Alabama. So big shout out to our swim team. Next time they will be in action, they will be heading to Kingsport for conference. February 9th, 10th, and 11th. They will be there for conference. But now as we come out of this timeout, Skyhawks are up 71-49. The group we have on the court.
We got Alex Jackson
on the court. Alex Jackson on the court.
Today's the day.
Today is the day, Roman.
Today's the day.
Today is the day. You're on the court for the Skyhawks. Kyra Hart, Ananda Hoogie, Chinadu Nadi, Nikki Cook, and Alex Jackson.
As we have an and one here. Anna Gliara getting the and one for the Golden Tigers, which will cut this lead to 20.
I just want to really commend Anna Gliara, honestly. Just her effort and the future that she's going to have in her collegiate career. She's going to have a bright future. I'm very excited for her.
Most definitely. She's definitely a solid player. as the lead is cut to 19. She's definitely a solid player now. She should have a solid career wherever she goes. I mean, she's a pretty good player. As Kyra Hart takes that floater, and it is in.
That's Kyra Hart, your homecoming queen.
As Gliata brings the ball down the court for the Golden Tigers. She feeds it. Nice jab set by Nyla Moore. She gets Alex
Great
Jackson
take.
off her mark.
So now
And
Kyra
takes
Hart,
it to the hoop.
as Hart has it. Going right with it, looking to go off the screen. She'll let this go. And give it to Hoogley. Hoogley will look to take that three. That three is made by Nanda Hoogley.
Boom.
What a game she has had today.
Definitely up in consideration for MVP today, Nanda Hughley. We should start doing that. We should start doing most valuable player on a game-by-game basis.
We should. You know like how 2K does like player of the game?
Yeah, well, why not? Why not?
Man, you know what? Point University Athletics, we just going to keep advancing. Thanks for the idea.
Yeah, you might as well. There's a foul called on Miss Jackson there.
Said Blue 24 like an audible.
And this will give the Golden Tigers the possession at the baseline with a 20-second shot clock. Today might not be the day, man.
I'm always rooting for everybody, so I still think today's gonna be the day.
Woo! Nice three taken by Gliata.
Great shot by Gliata.
As Jackson's taking the ball down the court. Oh, here we go.
Okay, Alex Jackson, let's go. And she's going to go with that take, going with that floater. That floater just
off the
out.
side iron. As
So
Anna Gliata is
close.
bringing the ball down the court. Nyla Moore at the jumper, and it is in. As the run is too little too late here for the Golden Tigers. As your Skyhawks show a dominant second half, and they win 76-59. All right, so as Deshaun said here, we got a few road games for the Skyhawks, most notably Reinhardt next week on Thursday, I believe. No, on Tuesday, January 31st, 5:30 p.m. at Reinhardt. Then they have Tennessee Wesleyan. Then they have one more road game before coming home to their final two-game home stretch on February 11th and February 14th. Nice action here for the Skyhawks in the second half. First half was really kind of gritty, kind of sluggish for the Skyhawks. And that second half, like I said, they just had to get back to being who they were, playing that tough defense, forcing the turnovers, playing high-octane, fast-paced offense on the opposite end. That's what they did. And then, it kind of tired out the Golden Tigers toward the end, and they were able to pull away. So that's it here from West Point Park Gymnasium, and Skyhawks, we fly.